In this video we're going to see if my alternative strategy to everybody else pays off or goes up in smoke. Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. If this is your first time here and you like watching all sorts of sim racing related stuff, subscribe now and click the bell icon so you get notified of every video I upload and you don't miss a thing. Now in this lobby, 8th gets you 1,000 points, which is going to be our foundation today, because that's at least my personal goal for each time that I do a manufacturer's or nations race. I just want 1,000 points, and that will put me in good stead to get where I need to be come the end of the season. Now you'll see in qualifying I did a good job timing it up. I crossed the line with just about 10 seconds to go, giving us one extra lap. Now I could not improve, and we finished about 2 seconds off pole, as you'll see shortly, which gave us a 12th place grid slot. So here's our 12th place confirmed then. I did spare you the introduction, as I'm sure you've all heard it a million times, but yeah, our goal as we start is 8th, so we've got 4 places to make up. So as always, if you start lower than about 9th at Bathurst, you have to deal with Murray's Corner before you even get over the start finish line, but we've done that now. I suppose I should stop moaning really and just qualify higher. That would remedy that problem, but either way we're now underway. We've gone through Hell's Corner here, just feeling the pure weight of this Aston Martin. For some reason this Group 4 Aston just feels so heavy. Maybe it's the hard tyres, I don't know, but it's got a good amount of grunt, so if we can save ourselves from being overtaken going up and down the hill in the middle part of the circuit, we should be able to defend ourselves on the long straights. But even before we get there, we're going to come under pressure coming out of Griffin's here. He's trying to go around the outside, the Frenchman. That's never going to work there at all. So he managed to hold on to that place for now. All he's done is lost himself a bit of time, to be honest, so not really sure why he tried that one. But either way, we've made it. We've kept our 12th place, and at this point in the race we're just going to try and stay with the guy in 11th. Now that's going to be quite difficult, as we're on hards and I have a feeling most of these guys around us are on mediums, and also I just feel this car, as I said before, is a bit heavy, but we're going to work with it. We're stuck with it anyway, to be honest, until we can change our manufacturers, which I think is at the end of this season. Do let me know in the comment section down below if that's not the case. But we've made our way all the way down the hill now into Forest Elbow, keeping it nice and tight here, coming down onto the Comrod Straight, and you're going to see that this thing is just a beast, and there is no chance, even with the Frenchman there having our slipstream, for him to make a move. There you go, we're still pulling away there. That is one good thing about this Aston. While it's heavy, it's got a hell of a lot of grunt. We've just got to concentrate about getting this thing stopped coming down into the chase here. So hard onto the brakes, you want to keep it tight on the first part of this to give yourself a nice straight exit so you can get on the power there, and then coming back down into Murray's Corner for technically the first time, even though we've already done this one before, and we're going to come across the line to start lap number 2. We're going to have a look in the rear view here. As you can see, the Frenchman is right behind us at this point. He's also going to get a better run. Keep an eye on the bottom right there on the radar. He's going to get a better run out of Hell Corner all the way down the mountain straight. So I'm going to go to the inside here to see if I can understand his intention. It looks like he's going to back off at this point, but then he surprises us with a lunge down into Griffin's. But that's fine though. I'm just going to keep the outside for now, which does turn into the inside here, coming up into the cutting, and you're going to see he's just going to get on the off camera bit and he's going to find himself crunching into the wall. So 2 laps out of 2, he's tried it around the outside into the cutting and it hasn't worked. And what's also happened to him, as you can see there on the top left on the Delta, he's actually lost a place to the Spaniard. So all in all, not a great first section there for the Frenchman. Jumping forward just slightly there, ignore the purple sector, everyone seems to get them on the second lap. I don't know why that is, but either way, you just got to ignore it. So coming down here into the chase, just watch me get sideways. I can't get the power down here. You can see me working the steering wheel with that little red dot just going left and right, trying to keep the back in check, and we're actually going to lose a place to the Spaniard who overtook the Frenchman earlier on in the lap, and we are down to 13th. Now I'm not too worried about him because he has, as we can all see, got a 3.2 second penalty, and because of the fantastic penalty system, you don't hear that said very often, but yes, the fantastic penalty system, he is going to get absolutely destroyed as he comes through the gate halfway down and mountain straight here. So he's no longer a problem, and we can try and get back on with the race as we actually put a genuine purple sector in, so our pace cannot be too bad. Jumping forward again now towards the end of this lap, the yellow flags are out, as you can see, as someone has gone straight on at the chase. You can see him here in the red Lambo just recovering as we come down here towards Murray's corner. He's going to dive into the pits, so there's no danger here of him holding us up at all. And it looks like the guys on mediums are starting to come in. So presuming they're on a one stopper and are going to be going back onto mediums, they're going to have a longer stint for the second half of this race, but they will have less fuel at this point, so the tyre wear won't be as bad. It's at this point I should probably share our strategy, because I realise I haven't done it yet, and obviously I am on hards and we're actually going to be going for a no stopper. So at this point in the race, if you have a look at our tyres here, things are actually looking quite good. We're in 10th place, our aim is 8th, so we've only got a couple more positions to make up if we want to hit our goal for this one, which is to get 1,000 championship points. So I anticipate some more people coming in towards, well, either at the end of this lap or the lap afterwards, certainly. There's no way people are going to be doing no stoppers on mediums. But the reason I chose that is it probably more suits my driving style, to be honest, and, well, that's rubbish actually. The main reason is I bottled taking on the pit lane. Now, if you've been watching this channel for pretty much any amount of time, you'll know that I just cannot get that pit entry correct. No matter how many times I try, I just bin it every single time. I end up in the gravel, it ruins my race, and it always resets me back on the start finish straight. So I just thought, you know what, I don't want any part of that. Let's go hard, let's just stay out of trouble, not run the risk of that, and see how we fare at the end of this race. But enough of my bottling of pit entries. Keep your eye up ahead and you'll be able to see, I think it's 6 cars, all in a gaggle. So you can see a little bit of dust being kicked up as well. Let's see how many come in. Keep an eye on them here, and we're going to have, I believe it's, yep, 5 of them coming in. So as we come round Murray's corner here to start lap number 5, you can see everybody coming into the pits. Coming into Hell Corner here to start our 5th lap. Let's just see where we pan out. The Boxer there is going to come out just ahead of us, and we are in 5th place. But have a look at this. As we come down the mountain straight here, look at the difference in speed with the added slipstream between us and the Porsche. So I'm not going to make a move, I'm going to get out the throttle here, but the Porsche is clearly going to be thinking about us too much. He's going to go straight on at Griffin's, bounce off the wall, and we're actually going to go up to 4th. Now, you probably think this is a good thing, but to be honest, it's probably not. It's certainly not a good thing for him, and it's probably not going to be a great thing for me, because he's now going to be chasing me the whole way up over the top of the crest of this hill and then all the way back down. Well, he's got a more nimble car to start with, but also he's going to have obviously much fresher tyres, so I'm hoping I've got everything crossed. He's not going to do anything stupid like dive up the inside going into Skyline, or anything stupid coming through the S's or the Dipper. I anticipate he's going to come past at some point, but I'm just going to try and do it in a manner that's going to save us as much time as possible, because we are 4 positions above our target at the moment. We've got 2 and a bit laps to go, so we really could do it. So as we come out of Forest Elbow here, there is no chance he's going to get us down the Conroe Straight. Even though he's right behind us here, I'm not too worried about it, because the minute he pulls out that slipstream, watch on the radar. He's just not going to make any more advances on us here, and I'm going to try and avoid any contact coming down into the chase. So I'm going to go to the inside there, look up ahead, somebody's gone off and the other guy's got a penalty, so we're actually going to go up to 3rd now. So things are looking pretty good. That guy up ahead as well has also got a penalty, so I don't know how big it is at this point, we can't really see it, but that's going to not help him all the way down the mountain straight. The Porsche there, it was probably a good time to let him through, to be honest. He had the run on us and we were probably both losing time with me defending. So we're down to 4th, but we're back to 4 places above where we want to be now as we come down the mountain straight for the penultimate time. But what we are going to find is that they're going to start catching really quite quickly. Now, I always knew that this was going to be an issue for us in the last couple of laps. It always is with this kind of strategy, but on this track I also thought it was worth it, because there's not too many overtaking opportunities, and those that are at the end of the really long straights here at Bathurst. So with the amount of grunt that the Aston has, we're normally going to be in good shape, and as long as we can take the inside lines and put our car in a position that's going to help us keep the position, we shouldn't really have too much of a problem. We will have a problem if these two don't get on with it up in front, as they're going to be pushing us backwards into the Italian, who's already taken, I think about 0.8 of a second out of us on this lap alone. So as you can see there on the Delta, it's just disappearing, disappearing, disappearing. He's now flashed up on the radar there, but I'm hoping as we try and get around this corner here that he won't be able to. Alright, he's in a Cayman, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. He hopefully won't be able to make a move down here into the chase. The likelihood is though, even though he's not alongside, he's going to be able to make a move down into this corner, because his stopping ability with those newer tyres and the softer compound, we're probably going to be a sitting duck here. So let's see, he's going to go up the inside, no problem, he's going to come through, and then someone else apparently sees the gap. They're going to spin us around and we're going to go down from 5th all the way down to 11th, 12th, and maybe even, if this red Lamborghini has a run on us here, I'm going to take the inside line. Yep, 13th. Just what I needed on the penultimate lap of the race here, as we go actually into the final lap. So any hopes of getting 8th have just been blown out of the water completely. Ugh. We're going to come down here into the final corner, Murray's corner, for the 7th time, and I'm interested to know, what did you guys think of that incident? Let me know in the comment section down below. I feel aggrieved, to put it politely. Should I feel aggrieved? Let me know down below. And here is the damage for all to see. But for now, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.